Come on. Hello. Great start. Thanks for the countdown, Els.
I said, "Are you ready?" And you just all ignored me, so I went, "Fuck it, I'm doing it anyway." Hey y'all, thank you for all of the
Hey
love,
everyone,
guys.
how you doing? And we've already started the hype train.
All of the subs and the biddies.
We love our subbies.
We love everyone, but we especially appreciate the subbies.
I need to cuddle today.
Oh.
Because you can.
While Kalana's back, good. We can start.
Hey, sorry,
hello.
folks.
It's been a while. How are y'all?
Yeah, sorry
We've
we
missed
skipped
ya.
last week
Life-
and we forgot to tell y'all.
Yeah, that kind of happened.
Yeah, we're really organised and great with posting and all that jazz. And
Yeah.
all that jazz.
Oh, that jazz.
Anyways,
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
Dungeons and
something like
Dragons, the musical theatre.
Yes. Well, we should have a musical episode. It's going to happen no matter what. We keep saying this, but... Hello, we are the Stormy Dragon Tavern. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. This is the Trails of the Xel'nari. And last we saw our adventurers, they had managed to track down Sam's sibling. Also Sam. Other Sam. The original. Who knows? The Sam.
Original
However, things
recipe
have
Sam? That sounds weird.
I mean,
There's a lot of herbs and spices in that. Things have, however, gotten out of control, with half of the town guard out now looking for the party, as they had a run-in with some of the demo slavers who were after Sam's brother. Though it has kind of come out of the bag now, not officially, but more of the party are aware of Sam's true identity, though not everyone just yet. There is also an unknown conspiracy or something happening in the background in this town that the party is trying to get to the bottom of, but that is taking a secondary place, as Thalai and Thog have now thrown themselves into the thick of the guards to give Storm and Subtle a chance to escape with a hostage that they so desperately wish to question. Find out what exactly is going on, and how many are here after Sam's sibling. And we will be jumping straight into the action of Thalai and Thog rolling the initiative.
Oh boy. Let's do this. Blah 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 blah. Do I have a thing to? No, that one I actually have 20. I'm sorry. Come on.
Well, some great initiative rolls to start the game off for me.
Sorry.
A 5 and a
Oh,
6.
Let's have a look. Fuck. Wait, that's a D12. What am I doing?
I know it's been over a week, but you should know what the dice are.
Honestly, if he wants to use the D12 for initiative, I say we let him.
yeah, we're not a D4.
I mean, statistically, he would still beat the current rolls.
I got a 7. Did I beat it?
You did. Congratulations.
Hey, that's better than Mug's first initiative roll of 0.
This is very true. Alright. So, Thalai, you have just jumped out in front of 4 guards that are out in the middle of the street, who were making their way over to the smithy, giving Storm some time, well, against Storm's better judgment, being dragged away by Subtle so that she does not kick up a stink and jump
hope
into the fight
they're-
herself.
I hope they're grabbing the unconscious person.
They would be, yes. Subtle
Good.
knows what's going on. Subtle's smart enough to understand the situation, even if Storm wishes to jump straight into the fight and join you.
Alright, so there's one just approaching.
4 in total.
Alright, I'm just going to go to this one here.
Those markers will actually be representing about 2 guards, because that's what they were before when they were on patrol.
Right, well, I'm going to approach those 2, and as I just approach, I'm going to enlarge myself.
Alright, going
and
big straight away.
Going big straight away. Let's make this very obvious about what's going on. Activate my last giant's might I have available. And I'm going to swing with all my might. Like, basically coming up in an upper undercut with that Warhammer.
Nice.
That's a nat 20, Ash.
Oh, wow, that's a great way to start this battle.
So this was one-handed because I holding my shield. So that's max damage of the D8. So 8 plus the D6. So that's 14, 18, and now the actual dice again. 24 on the first strike, Ash.
24 damage for the first strike as he comes in, growing to size, stepping up to the soldiers and go, "You looking for me?"
Come at me, bro.
Oh no, I'm not even being quiet. I am screaming out in rage, basically just to draw everyone to me as I just go, woof, basically swinging down, nearly the hammer nearly touching the ground as it then swings up into guard.
You send the first guard sprawling. He's not dead, but he is definitely not looking good. As he gets knocked to the ground, the second guard drawing his sword.
I will then use my second attack to attack the other guard. That is a 17
That will hit.
for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, and you follow through with a backhand to the other one, and as they draw their weapons, the other two guards come rushing over. You hear a call from behind the first few guards going, "Don't kill that one! She wants him alive!" And they will draw their weapons and attack. Having not seen Thog just yet, as you have made yourself the center of attention, you'll have 3 attacks coming towards you.
Absolutely fine.
What is your AC, good sir, at the moment?
My AC is 20.
Alright, you have got 1 hit from their first round of attacks.
Yep.
And 2 hits in total.
2 hits total, alright.
First one going for 7 damage, and the second one going for 6 damage.
Alright, yep. So that's a total of 13.
As they start to move to encircle you, they're making strikes at you, but you can see that they're attempting to corral you against the wall, like slowly trying to push you back.
Alright.
When Thog, you hear a blood-curdling scream from behind you as he dives onto the nearest soldier and just starts laying into him, punching away like crazy.
Oh.
Ooh, however, critically missing his first attack, but landing the second one.
Sorry, Thog.
Landing his second attack for 8 points of damage. And Thalai, back to the top of the round for you, as you can see more guards moving around the corners, starting to come towards the commotion.
Alright, as a bonus action, I am activating the animated shield so I can wield the warhammer with 2 hands.
Mhm.
And I'm going to strike out, I'm just going to be striking out at the nearest guard. Prioritizing any that already look like damaged or hurt.
Yep.
But, yeah.
So the first 2 that you struck at so far?
Yep, I will strike at them again. 14.
Not enough to hit, unfortunately.
Yep, that's alright. Second strike. Damn, that's even worse. Don't worry about that. I whiffed both times.
Flailing around, but they seem to be provoking you well as they dodge in and out, trying to press you back a bit. As more come charging down the main path coming towards you, you can see that you've got another 4 coming to the fight, with another group coming around from the sides. Still a bit further out, but they'll be on top of you soon.
Yep.
Alright. So. Ooh, that is a critical hit from one of them for the first attack.
On me.
Yep. And the second attack's both missing, but the first one's a critical hit, so for full damage. Plus. So for 16 points of damage.
16. Yep.
Ash,
Yep,
you're
from the
roboting a
critical
little
hit.
bit. Are you downloading
Yes.
in the background?
I am most certainly not.
Okay.
I will just confirm, but No,
Sounds
no, I am
fine
not.
on my end, personally, but
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
I was gonna say, are you downloading?
No, I am not, but I am streaming, so.
Uno reverse card.
No, you.
Or has Adobe Creative Suite sort of downloaded by stealth without your permission? Because it does that, and I hate it.
Yeah, it's entirely plausible,
Possibly.
except that Ash owes me a tea, if you want to know what that means.
I have a tea.
For those who don't know, it means that he gave me a last
I was
minute
gonna
character.
say most of them probably don't.
He gave me a last minute character. For every time he gives me a character that I must edit for him just before the game, he owes me a tea. He owes me a tea.
Also a tea. Just a tea, though.
Technically, this was not just before the game, mind you. I sent it to you like 5 hours ago. You were at work.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of tea left over.
Mm-hmm.
My boyfriend's not allowed to have a tea anymore.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then
Zoe
the next two
wins that
soldiers
joke.
turning the attention to Thog, making their attacks. Ooh, first one landing a solid hit, 2 solid hits onto Thog, which he is enraged, so taking a little bit less damage, but taking some good solid hits anyways. As they start actively piling on top of him to pull him off the other one who he's just constantly wailing on, who he will continue to constantly wail on. Make up for his last turn with not 1 but
Okay.
2 critical hits.
I hate to stop you, but I am gonna disconnect and reconnect to Discord because it's hurting my soul.
Yeah, I can see there are some people doing weird roboty things on. Yeah.
In the meantime,
I
we gotta
see.
hydrate. Be right back. Jill, do your hydrate.
How's that?
I did my hydrate.
I am out of liquids and will probably have to pee far too quickly.
Okay.
It's not Killer Man.
There's still a little bit.
Thog
of-
has punched a man to death. Yes, he is just
Uh,
wailing on him. Probably not to death, more likely unconscious, but yes, the man is not getting up anytime soon as Thog just continuously punches, even with 2 guards trying to drag him physically off the guard.
It's a great point for
Back to you.
the Bohemian Rhapsody. Kovac just killed a man. Put a fist
Again.
against his head.
Come on,
Don't mean that.
No, but
in that,
you-
in that case, then I'm going to move towards the ones grabbing Thog, and I'm going to strike at them instead.
Okay, yep.
So Thog does not get grappled. That is 25.
That is a hit.
Yep. That is 15 bludgeoning on that first strike.
Ooh, very nice.
Second strike. 21.
Mhm.
For 11 bludgeoning damage.
Very nice. Is that onto the same one, or are you divvying it up amongst the ones trying to grab hold of?
I'll focus on one of the ones that have grabbed the dog.
Alright, you managed to take another one out of the fight as you knock him sprawling again. But as you take one down, another 2 come in to replace him, as you are getting heavily outnumbered.
Oh,
Yeah, I do.
sorry. I will, as a
Yep.
bonus action,
Yes.
take a second.
Yep,
to
not a problem.
recover some hit points. Not so good. Only recovered 8.
Oof.
I rolled a 2 on the D10. But yeah, that's
You
fine.
hear one of the soldiers screaming out, "Screw taking him alive! Bring the beast down!" As they redouble their efforts against you. This time with 10 of them making attacks against you as you start to get severely outnumbered and surrounded.
That's fine. I'm doing what I need to do.
Is Storm able to do anything in this time?
You are being dragged away and told to be quiet by Subtle.
Yeah. This
Goes
is for
entirely against her, like, everything to just let the lie go, though.
you. The lie told you to go.
I have scored 4 hits and a 5th critical.
Ooh, all right, let's see what you do, Ash. Just tell me the
Alright.
total.
Tell you the total?
I don't have resistances or anything, so just tell me the total.
It's actually not so bad.
You're so lucky, Thalai, that Storm was out of key points.
Alright, actually it's worse than I thought. It's 43 points of damage in total.
Oh, I have definitely passed the aspect of bloodied. Did you say 43, right?
43, yes.
Yep, 43. I am single digit.
Oof. As
Single
the guards
digit
make
attacks.
it. 2 of them still attempting to grapple hold of Thog and pull him off the guard that he is still laying into despite being unconscious and probably about to be dead. So they
Damn it,
will make
Thog.
those strength checks.
Damn it,
He
Thog,
has gone
focus.
into a few. Holy crap! Both guards made critical fails for their grapple checks. Double 1 snake eyes on d20s. Letting Thog turn around and draw his attention onto them, drawing his sword out again, and starting to cut into them. Holy crap! That is another 2 hits from him.
He's a monster!
He has managed to take down another of the guards, dealing a nice 37 points of damage to him.
Oh, I wish I could.
That's a lot of damage.
Drawing with both his hits. But then back to the Thalai as you are heavily surrounded. And you can see more still pouring down the street coming towards you.
Any of the ones surrounding me, do they look like they're in charge? Like a
No.
guard captain or that?
No. You can see standing further back there is a captain calling out orders. But he is staying back out of the fight, clearly not wanting to get next to the behemoth
Which
fighting
one
his
is
men
it?
off.
Well,
That
as a free action, I would like to draw my hand axe, and I'm going to use one of my actions to throw it at that guy.
Okay.
Can we?
Hey!
Yes.
Can we see the? Can you mark on the map? So just or point out which one is the one that gives you orders.
It's in the group here. It's part of the whole group. Because each one of those soldiers on the map here is counting as 2 because they were the scouts before, looking around for
Okay.
you. So he's part of that group.
Yeah, but like location or placement-wise, is it the ones over here, the ones over here, like?
No, they're further back here at the back.
Okay, okay.
Ash, just confirming, first thing, is he within 20 feet? The guy.
Yes, he would be within 20 feet of you.
Now, I'm trying to remember, doing a ranged attack when I am in the... That invokes disadvantage, doesn't it? So using a throw...
No.
No, it doesn't? Okay.
No.
Just wanted to make sure.
If
Alright.
if you're using it on the person you're in close combat with, then yes.
Okay. No, just wanted to make sure. That is a 19 hit, guard captain, or the one directing orders.
That will hit.
Yep. As my bonus action, I am also then activating my fire room. So as it hits him, it will erupt with the fiery shackles, and encase him. So
Okay.
he needs to make a strength saving. DC 16.
Ooh, that is a 19 on the dice. So yes, he makes
That's
his strength
alright.
saving throw.
That's okay. He's still going to take an extra 2d6 fire damage. So I will. First the axe. First the fire. 6 slashing damage, followed by an additional 5 damage. Oh, sorry, no. That would be 10 slashing damage with an additional 5 fire damage.
Mhm.
For the throwing axe against the guard captain.
Alright.
And then I will just clobber one of the ones in melee with me with my warhammer.
Yep.
15.
15 will not hit, unfortunately.
I did not think so.
Yeah.
I am not surrendering. I am just still going. Wait.
That's alright. It is their turn, and they will make their attacks against you. Oof. So, one is a critical failure, the other one is a critical hit, as well as one more hit on top of that.
Yeah.
And that is another 3 hits on top of that.
It
So
needs to be
needless
done one
say-
at
The one at a time? Okay. Okay, one at a time.
just because of
Well,
Alright, so
because otherwise I think I would be dead.
I'm starting off with a critical hit.
Yep.
So that is 16 points of damage.
I am now unconscious.
Okay. And then that will be 4 more successful hits against you, so that is your death saving throws.
Failed.
You see, Thog gets to see Thalai going down.
Oof. Just read Alice's message.
As the guards pile on top of him, you see multiple blades being impaled into his chest as his giant's might gives out and he starts shrinking back down. They do not acknowledge that he is already dead, and pile on top of him, grabbing him down and pinning him to the ground as the life leaves his body. He is dragged over as Thog gives out some desperate attempts at swinging, but is also piled on top of. They are able to, well, actually, let's see if they are able to. Yes, they are able to hold him down and get shackles on him. They've given you the distraction that Storm and Subtle needed to get away with their
Depends entirely on how soon into this fight Subtle managed to convince Storm to leave.
Well, he was pulling you aside and telling you not to waste your life at the start of the fight. That Thalai was giving you, both of you, the chance to escape. So I can roll a persuasion if you like.
He's
Or it's
yeah,
up to
you're
you
gonna
if you
have to.
decide.
No, she does not want to leave him alone.
Alright. Well, that is a 21 for his persuasion.
Could I say that's with advantage? Because I also made quite heavily to Storm that this is what needed to be done.
I can roll higher, but unless I roll a 20, it's not going higher than 21. And I did not. So it is a 21.
I feel like he would have convinced her with a roll like that. She would have hesitated a moment and then grabbed the body and made off with Swift.
Subtle.
Subtle. Fuck! I'm just stressed for this, guys!
Every time. Without
That's
fail.
fine. Speaking as Thog, I forgive you.
I haven't done that one in a while, at least.
I do find it hilarious when you update the D&D Beyond sheet with the 3 failures. It just goes, it has your character name, and then just before it, dead, in brackets.
Well, the last thing you see is the soldiers piling on top of you before you black out. We will currently switch over to Mug, Sam, and Kovac.
I don't accept this. I don't accept this.
So,
Guys,
as we're
come on.
switching over... Go on, Kalan?
Oh no, I was gonna say, come on, we all knew this was coming. If any one character was gonna die first, let's be honest. We all
I'm
remember how he
furious at you right now. I'm absolutely furious at you.
was.
I'm so mad I'm doing Beaker impressions.
You don't even know I'm dead yet because you got away before.
Don't even do that.
I know! I know!
Sorry, you were saying.
You're not meant to be happy about this.
Sorry, Ash, I'm feeling sick. We're gonna have to. I'm feeling sick now. We're gonna have to stop playing D&D and then redo this session completely next week. Completely 100%.
Hey, you're just saying that because I'm not there and thus Ash won't kill me.
Exactly. You will. You will live.
Hey,
So
I
we
might
can-
not be forever dead. Who knows?
Well, if I can get to you within 30 seconds or a minute, and I can get a diamond worth like 300 gold, I can revive you.
Yeah.
I've got a spell slot ready.
Or
You,
reincarnate you as a halfling, and then we'll have the Sam triplets.
As long as you don't reincarnate him as a gnome.
Hey, it's a random roll, man. It could
It's
be.
a random roll.
I am
No, technically
Alright.
every time a gnome kills something, would that be
Furious.
gnomicide? So we pick
Of
up in our
sorts.
little cave of safety with Mug going, and that's why the cleric punched the wizard. Hey!
Oh, yeah, okay,
As he's telling the end of a story.
yeah, we're all
It's
happy.
hidden away in your little nook and cranny inside the decaying part of the wall that has been overlooked for quite some time. Sam and Sam feeling a bit more comfortable in this space than the others, but Kovac is. You're probably in still the earlier stages of your casting at this point.
There's not really much that we can do. If we're all taking a short rest or casting a spell, then can we even do anything?
In this time, like minimal talks, probably wouldn't be too far.
Yeah, that's fair. We can chat. Sam.
Oh,
I broke-
wow, bro.
Okay, okay. That's Mick, mind you. Mick, you know, Mick,
Oh, I
Mick.
know. I know it is.
Also, can I just say that the mic did not pick up just how boisterous Ash's laugh was right then, but I damn fucking heard it across the house. It was loud and verbose.
There's some real low blows. That's all I'm saying. These are
Don't
gnomish
let-
blows.
These are.
Hey, don't worry, guys.
Don't
I'm
let
like
Mug
Leghorn,
speak
I'm
at the
allowed
funeral.
to laugh.
Sam. In your time,
Which Sam are you talking to?
the context will become clear as I speak. Sam, in your time in this cavern, have you ever tried tunneling under the wall entirely?
I only just got here, so no, I haven't.
Sam looks at you slightly confused. The other
See,
Sam.
yeah.
And goes, I could try. I mean, it takes time. It's my magic is good for shifting and moving dirt, but stone itself is a bit harder. Takes a lot longer to work with.
Is Sam
So,
still
the
pretending
wall-
to put on a more feminine voice?
Yes.
So the walls are built on stone and not just on top of the dirt.
So, the ground itself is a stone layer to strengthen the wall and stop it from sagging into the ground. But the walls themselves are basically a layer of stone, and then the inside is compacted dirt. That's why Sam has been able to make a little hole inside the wall where they've found a crack and been able to get inside.
So in theory, if you could get to the other side of the compacted dirt, and then make a hole through the opposite side of the wall, in theory, that's a way out.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I could escape, but at the moment, this place has been kind of a bit of a safe haven for me.
Yes, but we need to escape with you, and I do not want to have to go through any of the Kalashtar guarded exits.
Okay, I can start working on that. That shouldn't be too hard. Just might take some time.
How wide is the moat?
It's about 30 to 40 feet,
Okay.
and about that deep as well.
Because we potentially have a couple people who can... Can the druids change into swimming animals?
Mhm.
Yep.
I've done it
We
before.
have someone-
I know how to do an octopus.
Yeah. We have someone who can misty step. So you
I
can
was just
get...
gonna walk it.
Oh yeah, we can do water walking. We can just run
I mean-
across the moat and into the forest.
I can also breathe underwater, so I was just gonna walk along the bottom.
I
and
think
work
I've.
up to the side.
Oh wait, do I still have water breathing prepared? No, I don't.
Well,
It's okay.
tomorrow when we meet up with everyone else,
Yeah.
we can get that going for the 4 of us and the 4 others.
Indeed.
Hmm.
I want to be able to finish this ritual as soon as possible because I feel a bit uneasy not knowing where everybody else is.
Yeah. I hope they're doing well.
Indeed.
And they're not in any trouble. And they're keeping themselves out of sight. And they're all alive.
Surely they'd know enough to like keep their heads down and not draw attention in any way. Like surely. Sorry, I'm just laughing at Alice.
We did
Pouching in the
spend-
back.
We did spend an entire semester on the fundamentals of stealth in our training.
And look at it this way. If there was any problems, we would have heard fireworks by now. No fireworks means everyone's safe.
You
Of
did
course.
hear fireworks! There were, in fact, fireworks at the temple! Or was that...
There
No,
were.
that was the
Didn't
bell.
hear them, they don't exist.
That was a bell, yeah.
Oh,
That was the bell.
Mm.
Um,
There was fireworks, and they did come running for those fireworks. This is after that.
So in the morning, I'll do ascending, we'll get this sorted out, and then we can leave this accursed town.
Indeed. Hopefully, we can make our way through this gap. I know if anyone would thoroughly relish the chance to punch a hole through a stone wall, it would be Thalai. So, if you can at the very least open or weaken this wall, then I'm sure some well-placed swings from him can finish the job.
Yeah. We've got this. Also, you can mute yourself, Cullen. You little cheeky monkey.
Fucking grinning maniac, you giggling shit! I will mute you for you.
Sorry. No, don't mute me. People are allowed to know my reactions.
The
I'll never
public
be
needs to
silenced.
know.
But yes.
Do-
Perhaps we should also report into some of your superiors.
We'll need Storm for
You know,
that.
let them know that everything's fine.
Of course.
She can send to Barda. And you've met her.
Or in the morning, you can send to any of the people you've met. I would probably recommend only sending once we are off the coastline, though, just in case we need to conserve magic, because we are still a 4-hour carriage ride from the coast.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting back to the ship.
I really want to be able to, because what other option is there?
Well, we can travel over land if we don't go by sea. Like, isn't that the only other option that there is? Unless you can
That's
somehow fly us.
We would be fugitives the entire time, I suspect.
That's not the first time that's Oh no, we don't need to talk about that.
I mean, we've got time. You may as well.
Uh,
Come on, Mug. Talk about yourself.
There was a misunderstanding about some. Someone got a bit upset, and they called the guards and myself and a friend. And we didn't know about it at the time, but there was an arrest warrant out for us. So we were technically fugitives while announcing our presence everywhere we went. We were the worst fugitives.
But you had heard of you at least.
Yes. So, I think we should get some rest. Be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed so that we can meet up in the morning with the others and work out a plan from there.
if I can, I want to finish conjuring wisteria and doing a small amount of reconnaissance. Fortunately, we are in a forest at night time. Nobody is going to bat an eye at an owl flying around. So, you can begin your rest. I will do a scouting run when I can. If anything pressing comes up, I will wake you.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes later, you hear some snoring from the other end of the cave.
And Sam is starting work on pushing the hole back towards the other side of the wall to prepare your escape.
Excellent. It seems prudent.
Jumping over to Sam and Storm. Storm and Subtle. With Subtle's guidance, you have managed to stick to the shadows and move around, with the distraction helping, to return back to Daedalus' abode, which was the original agreed upon meeting place.
I feel like, unless Subtle thinks it's a good idea, I feel like she would. She wasn't feeling comfortable about crossing this along here. Because this is where all the guards were. Potentially they might head back round, like, all the way over here back towards the castle and just, like, go along, like, this way. Long way out.
he has guided you that way around so that you have made it back to Daedalus. This is a bit of a time skip.
Okay.
You're out the back of her house at the moment, before Subtle finally stops and catches his breath for a moment. He turns to you. He goes, I understand your desire to help your friends. But they did what they did knowing that it was giving us a chance to escape.
She is stressed pacing. Just stressed pacing, stressed pacing, stressed pacing, stressed pacing. Tail flicking. Ears not happy.
Watching you move back and forth, he sighs and, I suppose we'll be organizing a rescue effort, as I doubt you'll be letting this one go.
She just glares at him. I don't even believe you thought that was not an option.
It is always an option, but not a smart decision.
I don't care about your
But-
stupid smart.
I said I would help you recover the other one, and this is part of recovering. So, I will assist with any breakout.
She's gonna peek in the window of the room. Are the others there?
No, the place seems otherwise abandoned, other than the giant bunny El Mirage, Tizzle, still hopping around the room.
She's gonna look in. Where are the others? Why are they not here? Swift?
Delayed, most likely.
But all of the guards are... Oh no. What if they got captured too?
Likely. They found Sam.
What do you mean?
Sam knows their way around.
Okay, but we wait here. But they were checking every building. It's not going to be safe for us to stay inside. It's only a matter of time for them to find us.
Your friend has the ability to speak to us from great distances.
Only
I'm
sometimes.
sure he will do so. He will do so either when he is ready to or able to.
Okay, and in the meantime, what are we doing? Because I don't feel safe going and sitting inside some house and just, waiting for us to be found.
And now we must rest and recover, and maybe get a few answers from this one.
What is the
And at this he
roof
kind
like?
of lifts the
Oh,
body
yeah.
up a bit of the unconscious demo.
Yeah, okay, let's deal with that one first, and we'll deal with where we're sleeping later.
We should not stay out in the open, though.
Yeah, okay, I agree with this. Okay, let's go in. And she, of course, uses the window, not the door.
And he follows you inside and drags the demo into the room that Daleth had set aside for you.
She's gonna check the ropes on him and make sure that they are solid. Not loosened in any way. They are secured well.
After a moment, Subtle pulls out a pouch and mixes together some herbs and then waves it underneath the demo's nose, and he slowly shakes his head and wakes up. And just looks at you both, but doesn't say a word.
Stormy's just sitting there, like hands between legs, in front of him, staring at him a little too close, glaring at him.
Well, I'm sure you have plenty of questions for him. Demo looks at you for a while, not wanting to meet your gaze, and then eventually looks into your eyes and just goes, "Fucking beast, Feral."
I will show you, Feral.
Then they fuck.
You don't scare me.
What?
Sorry.
What the hell, man?
We should perhaps explain that one of our players is on painkillers at the moment.
Oh my god. The brain delay
I
on
wish I
him
could blame that
processing
on the
that.
painkillers. That's just odd.
I mean, yeah, that would be an answer I'd say normally, probably.
Maybe not as loud.
Just more internal. You don't scare me.
It's okay. Of the two of us, I am the friendly one.
Well, there's gonna be some kind of good cop, bad cop thing.
No.
You ain't getting shit from me.
Rachel.
I don't want your shit. How you feeling, Are you comfortable? Are you hurt? Does your head hurt a little? How you doing today?
Get it over and done with.
You know, I think maybe I have decided I want to be your friend.
He kind of looks at you confusedly for a moment. You- I don't understand what type of interrogation this is, but
It's
you're
okay.
not
I
gonna
have
get.
I have a gift for you. And she like bounces out the window really sneakily and like goes out into the yard, picks a couple of flowers, crawls
I
back
thought you
in
were
the
going to bring
window,
back a bird.
and just like
Actually, no.
sits down in front of him and just starts making a flower crown.
He just stares in silence. Subtle looks over you and. What are you doing? You
I
wanted answers from him. Get answers from him.
am making friends. You see, this gentleman here is very probably very used to torture, and he does not want to talk at all. So you know what? I'm going to make a friendship gift. And she like brandishes the flower crown. Here, I made especially for you with love. And she puts it on his head.
Roll me a persuasion.
Yes, I have
This
dice.
can't work.
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh god. Oh, what am I rolling? Persuasion?
Yes.
Oh, this is not
Hello,
bad.
Fez.
Keep working.
Persuasion. Ooh! 18! Guys!
He confusedly sits there blinking for a few moments. I've got to say, this is one of the weirder interrogations. But, what do you even want to know anyways?
Honestly, I'm not really sure there's anything that you can tell me. I don't think you have a lot of worth, really. So I figured that maybe just being friends was better, you know?
You obviously want something. It's the only reason why you kept me alive.
Didn't you think maybe I was being kind?
Creature like you? No chance.
Oh. Hey, Swift. How many people have you seen me kill?
I don't think any. At least, willingly.
How many people have I beat up, though?
Dozens, if not more.
See? I was just being kind. I don't like to kill people. You're not worth killing.
You might not want to kill me. That big oaf you were running around with did.
No. No, you're too useful to him, but I think he's wrong. You'll see, he's not here right now. He is busy. Busy. So we are here making sure that you stay okay. Are you hungry? I have rations.
If you're not gonna question me, then kill me and be done with it. Because I swear, the moment I break free of these bonds, I will slit your throat.
No, I don't feel like it. I can give you a massage
Then
though.
leave me be.
No, I won't do that either. I want to be your friend. So, massage?
He just looks away from you and refuses to speak.
She just pokes his face with her soft kitty paws. Poke, 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 poke.
He does not respond to you.
Pulls out some jerky. You hungry?
He seems to have shut himself off from you and is no longer responsive.
That's fair. She just sits uncomfortably close to him and keeps nomming on her jerky.
Alright, we'll shift focus again. Thalai. Way to shift us over as you suddenly gasp in pain. Your body feels as though 100 blades have been deep within it. The pain is almost overwhelming. Your vision is blurry at first, and you can feel yourself being dragged by your arms.
What is this?
You hear a voice beside you. You can't make it out, but it sounds like one of the Kalashtan guards. Going, bloody hell! This thing's still kicking! I thought we did it in! Harder to kill than it looks then. Good. She'll be happy. She can get her questions. You feel yourself being dragged along the ground as your eyes start to become adjusted to the dim and dark of the room. You seem to be getting dragged through a very dimly lit stone corridor. Judging by the stale air, you imagine you are underground a decent amount. You are bound in shackles and being dragged by your arms, not very carefully, but being pulled along the ground. You can feel a small trickle of blood being left behind you as your body is trailed along. There is a burning sensation in your right pocket that feels a bit out of place. But slowly your body is readjusting and your nerves are calming down, the feeling of being impaled by swords leaving as things start to normalize slightly, and you are left with a splitting migraine headache. And your vision is slowly, very, very slowly, starting to come back into focus. At the moment, everyone seems to be blurred, as if there's 3 or 4 of them, shadows of themselves, as you see yourself being dragged down the corridor.
Before the sensation disappears in that, am I able to glance down torso and see, like, just
Yeah.
before that sensation disappeared, does it look like it is covered in blood? Is that...
You look down and see that your armor and your clothes are drenched in your own blood, but you are unable to actually see any past all the blood and the cuts to actually see any wounds on yourself. Just mostly dried blood.
Do I have any energy, or like feel like I can take any sort of action, or am I just basically just
You feel extremely drained and tired. So a point of exhaustion. But you feel capable of moving, but you are shackled as well. They otherwise seem to be ignoring you, other than the occasional glances from the 2 guards dragging you that seem surprised that you are alive and breathing still. As they drag you through the corridors, you see them reach a sort of checkpoint where one of them moves over. He seems to be in charge and speaks with the other 2 for a moment, though you cannot make out the speech. And then they turn, dragging you down into another room. In here, you're met with the stench of decay, off food or stale food, and human waste. It is smell that you're not too unfamiliar with. It is definitely that of a prison. As you get dragged inside. Though you see a number of people in the cells either side of you, you can't quite make them out as you get dragged along. With your vision so blurry, you seem to be getting pulled down the far end to a large double doors at the far end of the chamber.
Okay.
From here, you fade back into unconsciousness for a moment. And then we'll jump over to the others as Kovac finishes casting Wisteria.
Oh, is that all?
Oh yes, that's all for now.
So if you finish conjuring, that means I've got my short rest.
Yes, you have your short rest.
Let me know when Storm gets a short rest, by the way, as well.
Well, if she's not doing anything, you'll be getting a short rest in this period of time as well.
Can you remove the turn order, please?
Yes, I can.
So, Kovac is sitting over this ritualistic circle drawn. There's various sticks of incense burning all around the perimeter. She is shaping the wisps of smoke coming off it and kind of coalescing them into a creature-like form, and then she just snaps both her fingers dramatically, and the smoke just goes and becomes a bird.
Yeah. As Wisteria comes back into the mortal realm.
Hello. That's enough. Pleasantries, get to work.
Further pleasantries are not logical. Get to work. Are not efficient.
Right, you're sending her out. What is she looking for?
Okay, I'll be giving her a string of instructions. I can't give her follow-up instructions once she leaves a certain range of me, but I can maintain my view through her the entire time. So the instructions are: go to whose house? Go to Daleth's house and check around it, and then check the windows to see if you can see any of the team.
Mhm.
If you can, come back to me for further instructions. If you can't, proceed around the rest of the town until and keep looking for them until you do find them, then come back.
Is there anything else that you are all doing, or are you now going to spend some time getting some proper rest, Kovac, as you wait for Wisteria to return?
Well, I'll be seeing what she's doing the entire time, so I can't rest. I have to actively use an action every turn to maintain concentration on what she's seeing. So I'm just gonna. I've taken no damage. I'm just a bit pooped because I only have one first level spell slot left. So I'm just making myself as comfortable as I can be inside this dirt hole, and paying as much attention as I can to everything Wisteria sees.
Alright. Wisteria makes her way over and does a quick sweep of the area around Dayla's house, not seeing anything of your party, but swooping down to the window, she does see first Tizzle bouncing around, minding her own business, but eventually sweeping over to the other window, she does see Storm and the Demu soldier. Storm still sitting in front of them, poking them, eating food, and
Trying to
otherwise
make
being
eye
annoying.
contact, yep.
You do not see Subtle, however. You imagine he's probably hiding in the shadows, and you do not see Thalai or Thog either. You imagine they are either elsewhere currently or unknown.
Concerning. Does Storm see Wisteria? What during the flyby? I feel like maybe not because owls are bonkers stealthy in flight.
I do have a passive perception of 20.
There is possibly you would notice her fly by, and as she comes past the
I
window,
wouldn't know it's Wisteria,
recognize her.
but I would maybe notice it.
Mm.
Yeah, Storm's perception is crazy high.
Oh.
It's like the only thing she's good
I
at.
may. That's fine. If Mick is correct, oof. That's good to know, though.
Alright, we'll worry about that later. For now, happy to go.
Rule of
Okay.
Okay.
So, shall I roll stealth on behalf of Wisteria just to see if she's seen?
Is she being stealthy
She
in
is
general?
attempting to be.
She is an owl in flight at night time. It's kind of just a default, I would guess. $16.
Okay, so yes, Storm would recognize or notice the elf flying past. If she stops at the window, then she would be able to get a good enough look to realize it's Wisteria, but otherwise, no.
If Storm notices, she'll actually just open the window.
But at this point, Wisteria's instructions are, okay, you found her, come back.
Like a cat, but a bird.
Um,
You open the window and she's like, "All right, sweet," and buckles off.
Storm will like watch out for a second, go, "Subtle, you stay here," and she like jumps out the window and follows.
Okay, I will get you to make me a perception check as Wisteria is going to basically make a beeline through the sky, and you will be. You will not be going as the crow flies.
15, so no.
In this particular case, the elf flies. I reckon you'd make it around the building and out towards the main road before you realize that you're not going to be able to keep up with her as she's flying and you're on foot. And she flies over the walls, over the keep. You definitely recognize the direction that she's moving to over the keep itself. But you will not be able to keep up with her.
She's gonna try and memorize the direction and head back.
Okay, Subtle, I think I found the direction they're in. Maybe?
Well, then they know we're alive now, so they will get in contact with us.
Okay, I need to...
Be patient for once in your life.
I am being patient. I am patient more often than anyone gives me credit for.
The ghost of
You're a
Elias
cop.
is otherwise.
Look,
I was gonna say, you hear a cough
contrary
from the
to
afterlife.
contrary to popular belief, I actually do have self-control, you know.
You just never use it.
She just like
Having and using are two very different things.
she just stares at him as he like ignores her for a second. She's like,
I'll pull out the bagpipes.
The ultimate
That
threat.
would not be a wise decision.
Oh,
Paul.
I know. I told you I have self-control, but if you don't believe me, I'll just make it go away.
After a while, Wisteria returns to Yukovec, hooting and clucking happily.
Okay, so if... I need to figure out how... So, then So familiars can communicate with their summoner telepathically. So Wisteria can just tell me that she saw Storm and where she saw her.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I'm so ridiculously paranoid. Hang on. I'm going to. Hang on, wait.
I imagine Wisteria refers to Storm as the tall cat on two legs.
Indeed. I am going
As opposed to the other tall cat on two legs.
The dark
That's
That's
tall.
the
lion
angry
on
tall
two
cat.
I am going to take out a sheet of paper and I'm going to write a message on it. And then I'm going to as finely as I can, tear a single spiral tear throughout the entire length of it, like that of peeling an apple.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, this isn't gonna work. The range is a problem.
Maybe
Okay,
go for a walk, and the range will be a bit less problem.
You can
Kovac,
also
what
just
are you
do
trying
like
to
a
do?
messenger. You just do a messenger
Sure.
pigeon situation.
I wanted to write a note, badly damage it, and then have Wisteria cast Mending upon arrival to fix the single tear and turn it back into a solid sheet of paper. But I can't do that, so I'm just going to hope that no one shoots down Wisteria.
Kovac, give the paper here. I need to double check that I can do this thing, but I think I've got a solution.
Talk about overcomplicating a simple process.
I want someone to see Wisteria, shoot her down, and take a note.
Kovac, what do you want it to say?
Amusingly, your slang would be quite prudent in this situation. So, the slang term refer so in general terms, communicate.
Just specific terms. It's fine. Trust me. Mug will fix this. Just talk.
The four of us are alive and well and are hiding safely. Are you well? Where are Subtle, Thog, and Thalai?
You don't have a 25-word limit.
Yeah. Mug starts writing the thing with his finger, writes it all out, and then says the word storm, and all the writing turns invisible. So only Mug and Storm can actually read the piece of paper.
Ooh.
It's the second ability of my magic tattoo.
That's cool.
For this annoyingly specific situation, I am regretting selling the spell scroll of illusionary script.
Yeah. So, like,
but it's so niche.
If someone picks up the paper tomorrow, like after 24 hours, they can read it too. But until then, it's fine. Let me sleep. And he goes back to resting.
I'll need to converse more. Fine. I will take the sheet, carefully fold it up nice and tiny, tie it around Wisteria's leg, and send her back. And I'll tell her to wait for a reply message to be given to her before she returns.
About 10 minutes after Wisteria left you, she returns back to the window.
Oh, Storm is weaving flowers into this guy's hair. She is being as invasive as possible. Aggressive friendship!
It's not how you get friends, technically.
She's just
How
trying
Storm
to.
apparently does.
She's just trying to annoy him to death. She's venting. This is her venting. She's a petty child, man.
Wisteria's arrived with a letter for you.
It's also going to be great because if Subtle reads it, it's going to be a blank piece of paper.
Subtle sees it, this blank piece of paper, just rips it up
and just
and
throws it.
It is wisteria, isn't it?
Storm will stop braiding flowers in this guy's hair and totter over.
Where are the others? Okay, why did Kovac send you? Oh.
Right leg.
Takes it, opens it.
Oh.
eats Wisteria.
Oh. Hey! Look, let's be honest, the spicy
I
rat is more
wonder-
exciting.
Leaves it at the end of the bed with its head ripped off as a present.
Oh.
It's fine, you can get
Do you
more.
choose to make it a Fey Celestial? Or, which creature type do you choose for?
Faye.
Okay. I wonder what a Fey would taste like.
They poof when they die. It's fine. Anyway,
But you still get a taste.
Storm thinks for a moment. And then on the back of the piece of paper, does Storm remember if Kovac's ability to read languages was an easy thing for her to cast or a hard thing for her to cast? Comprehend languages.
in the times that she's done it previously, it's taken her 10 minutes.
Perfect. So she knows it's a ritual. Okay. So Storm will...
Also, you'd probably notice it was written by Mug, it was in Mug's handwriting. In case
Yeah.
that affects anything.
No.
Yeah.
Because she's going to write back in cat.
Okay.
Not in common or any other comprehensible language.
Paw print. Paw print sideways. Paw print upside down. Paw print.
Scrat.
Big scratch across the side.
Like the Dinotopian language.
Yeah, so
Like those medieval manuscripts with the paw prints on the paper.
I'm actually curious now what it looks like.
You should be really careful because we might lose 2 characters. After all, Curiosity killed the cat.
But Satisfaction brought it back.
Cats. Hopefully. I mean,
Oh,
I can turn into a cat too.
Mm.
I'm just
What are you writing?
curious about the... Okay,
Yeah.
anyway. It's not important. I will look into this afterwards.
I was gonna say you can look up to that
Yep,
later.
yep. I'm distracted. Okay. It says, Subtle is here with me, and the creepy Demu guy. I'm making friends with an exclamation mark. Don't worry, I'm not using the bagpipes.
The distinction needs to be made.
We don't know where Thalai and Thog are. I'm really worried. They made a distraction so we could get away. And I haven't heard from them since. I think the guards have them.
Okay. Must keep
So do you
records.
then roll that up and put it on back on the bird?
She attempts to fold it back up the same way, but gets all the creases wrong. So it's not quite as small and neat, but it's kind of almost the same size, but not quite, and tries to give it back to Wisteria.
She will, channeling Kovac, take it gingerly and a bit begrudgingly in this state.
There you go, Wisteria. Give this one to Kovac.
Alright.
Just as a note, Storm has been periodically checking the bindings on this guy, this demo guy. She's not dumb enough to think he's not going to try and escape.
Alright. After another 5 to 10 minutes or so, Wisteria returns back to you, Kovac.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I reply. What fresh hell is this? I put it down, I crack open my spellbook, take 10 minutes to ritual cast comprehend languages, and then I understand it.
Scream.
Yeah. To a certain level, you
Okay,
understand it.
Yeah.
You get the basic message, at the very least.
Okay. Upon seeing this, Kovac will very unceremoniously, telepathically slap everybody in the room awake.
Could you not?
Kinetic.
You get daggers from Mug. I was sleeping.
And I said,
Finally got to sleep.
And I said
Your
I would
chanting went for an hour.
I just did an additional 10 minutes of chanting. That didn't wake you?
I was sleeping. Finally.
The Kalashtar.
This had better be good.
The Kalashtar have Thalai and Thog.
I think that counts as good.
Well,
Bad, but you know what I mean.
Oh dear, that is most concerning.
Where?
That was not disclosed. Sam, this may be within your purview.
If they have them, then they're no doubt in the dungeons below the keep.
Have you been there yourself?
I have not, but I've seen people dragged within before.
Do you know where the entrance to such a place would be?
There's two that I know of. I can lead you to the closest one, or safest one.
Okay. Can you give us any further information about what we'd find inside?
Well, I kind of tried to avoid being in this, so no, not really.
Bother.
The whole point of, being in hiding, not being put into a dungeon.
Of course.
Of course, I could scout it out. Sam, we could scout it out.
Sure. What, how, when?
Scout the dungeon, as creatures, potentially mice.
Okay, yeah, that's what I
Now?
was wondering. Yeah, no, I can do that. With you, yes, we can. Yes, it's a sister of mine. Just because a little side eye. When I say that, like Mug has been like.
Mug's too distracted at this point. He's
Okay.
still waking up.
That's fine. That's fine. Although Sam's pretty much sure in their brain they're like, yeah, the jig's up with Mug, probably, considering they understood what we were talking about in Sylvan. So that was the thing, but it's just like, yeah, it's come along, shithead.
I want your t-shirt. Abby. I need it. It's so happy.
It is. I love my teeth.
Where can I get one? I need it.
I am scared for both of you, so I will give each of you one of these, and I hold out to each of them a potion.
Cool.
I have given to each of you a potion of advantage.
Oh, cool.
What is that?
If you drink it now, before you go in, you have a redeemable advantage that you can cash in during the next hour. So
How long will it take us to get there, Sam?
It was kind of like liquid luck.
Indeed.
I thought liquid luck was beer.
Liquid courage.
Regardless, if you feel you need this, drink it now, and it will give you some aid down there.
Yeah, but how long will it take us to get to the undergroundy place?
It won't take us that long. Okay. We'll drink it just before we go in.
Okay.
Just to be sure. Give us the best chance.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Alright. Switching back over to Thalai waking up again. This time you find yourself chained to a board. Almost like a bed, but up at a slight angle so that you can see. The room is only slightly better lit than the corridor you were in before. You can make out a figure standing a distance away from you, behind the guards that are still in the process of chaining you up. The leader of the guards seems to be talking to the figure. Gave us a bit of trouble. Had to take the beast down. You see what he's capable of. But, even after everything we did, it's still breathing. Sure he's going to be alright in chains? You don't hear a reply from them. But he turns around and goes, Alright, well, suit yourself. Posted some guards anyways, just to be sure. And then the figure steps more into vision. Tall, slender woman. You can't quite make out her face under a hood. The robes she's wearing are mostly leather, and quite intricate in design. It seems to be like a mixture of Kalashtan nobleware, but definitely has her own take on it, or some interesting design choices in it. Mostly blacks and a few highlights of purples and blues. And in her hand is a scepter of sorts that looks almost like a mace at the end, but you see 4 spikes sticking up from it and a blood-red crystal in the end. And she steps into view and looking you over, and she goes, Oh, I don't think he'll be much of a problem. But it's time for us to get to know each other a little better. You can leave, Captain. I'm sure there's someone else around town that you can be bothering. Yeah. Suit yourself then. Alright, lads. Let's move out. And they depart, leaving you in the room with her as far as you can see. And she approaches you. So, what do they call you?
I'm just gonna stare at her.
It's been such a long time since I've entertained one of Frandon's whelps. Tell me, does he still go on about how you're bringing balance and peace and justice and all that other crap to the world? No? Suppose you don't know him all that well. He probably keeps to himself these days. What do they call him now? Grand Master or something? wasn't always that way. It was a bit more open back in the days. But after, well, the incident, things have changed. Still, you're not the only of the Xel'nari I've entertained. And she gestures over to the corner where you can see the remains of what looks to be an adventurer, and you can distinctly make out the Xel'naran robes on them. So, I think what the biggest question is, do you wish to end up like him? Or will you play nice?
I'm just gonna give the chain a cursory yank. Like, out of character, I doubt I can do anything, but Thalai will still try. Disadvantage.
I'll get you to make a strength check with disadvantage.
Yeah, because I'm exhausted. Strength or athletics? Sorry, Ash.
Go with athletics.
At 11 at disadvantage.
You pull at the chains, but you feel that there is almost no give at all. It's a leather strapping with, you can feel an iron chain sewn into it over the top of it that is bound tight. There are 2 on your arms on either side and 2 on your legs, as well as 1 around your throat. You are quite securely fastened.
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm just gonna fix her a look that is full of hate at seeing Xel'nari treated as such.
She moves up against you and kind of like gently caresses your cheek. No, don't be like that. I'm sure we could be best of friends if you just communicate a bit better.
Actually, does she go to stroke? You said she was stroking my face.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to bite her hand.
You can't twist your neck enough to be able to really get at her. If you try, she just moves back a bit and then just,
yeah, I'll try.
And then just like taps you on the nose and goes, none of that. That won't help at all. You're going to be here for quite some time, so I suggest you make yourself at home. And I just want to know, what are you doing here in my town? I strongly suggest you start speaking, otherwise I have ways of making you speak that I'm sure will be far less to your liking.
Can I try and spit in her face if she's...
She's more off to the side, but you can certainly try.
I'll definitely try.
Alright, yeah. You give a spit, it kind of lands more on her shoulder than on her face, and she wipes it and goes, wipes it away and just looks at you and goes, very well, suit yourself. But don't say that I didn't try to be friendly. And she turns her back to you and moves over towards a table where you see a number of different torture apparatuses. So, what shall we start with? And then we will switch over to Sam and Sam, who has just walked away.
Damn it, Sam.
Curse you, Sam.
This is all for you.
It's alright. We could actually go to a quick 5-minute break if everyone needs to use the restroom or refill on their water or have some quick nibblies.
I could use a break for a quick nibbles and a bathroom break.
Alright,
Yeah.
we will go to a quick 5-10 minute break
When
and then return.
when is Oddie having to leave for their thing? If they're going at all?
I'm not too sure.
They said potentially an hour early.
So I think I did
Or was
the
that?
maths.
No, I think that was next week.
It's every week until a few weeks from now.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of rehearsal.
We will find out in 5 minutes' time.
Yeah,
Yes.
since he's AFK anyway.
We'll take a
so.
quick break.
Mm-hmm,
Yep.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, bear with us for 5
Wanna
minutes while
take
we
us over?
do human things. Love y'all. Bear back.
Totally humans.
Yeah. Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready for this.
Ooh.
Bam, bam, bam,
you
bam,
ready for
bam,
this?
bam, 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 bam. Alright, we're back. Hello,
This
how are you?
is how we da 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 oh. Anyway, moving on.
Alright,
Back to the game.
so we're jumping over to Sam and Sam, the S squad,
S squad.
making their way
S Squad
out.
7.
SS.
The double S's.
Oh no.
No,
S
no.
That's a good band though.
Okay. Confused, but let's continue.
Go ahead. Stay confused. Sweet innocent child. I need to bring you over to this map, actually. Give me 1 second.
Oh boy, I am not a sweet innocent child. I am a disaster. Be right back.
What did you do? I don't want to know.
How much of the food ended on Alice and how much ended in Alice?
Yes. Equal amounts, probably.
Probably, yeah. Alright. Sam.
Zoe. Sorry, yes, continue. Sam and Sam. Oh,
No, it's alright.
I just realized if we're near each other, we can talk to each other in our heads still. Oh, it's so good
Yeah.
being a ghost, whatever gnome. I can't remember what race I am anymore. I'm not a gnome. Ah.
I'll say,
Can
be
I go
careful
home
saying
now?
that. Kid is in the chat.
Have I summoned the kid?
It will kill you.
What you don't understand is Kit has a voice-to-text analyzer running on the stream and then just a search algorithm for the word gnome.
Gnome. Do you want darling?
On cue.
It's always there. Always knows when gnomes are in discussion. Alright. My question is, what animal do you turn into to make your way through?
I need
castle
to
and the dungeon?
double check kind of what they are, because the idea was either rat or spider.
Mhm.
Mostly because with a spider you can climb up and around walls and get through places a bit easier. This is a little discussion that Sam and Sam can be having on their way in their minds, of course. Both being very sneaky. I can cast Pass Without a Trace. Don't want to because I'll use up my spell slots. I'm just trying to double
Spider's not a bad idea. I didn't even think about that. I normally just go as a rat. Most people don't look at rats often. They're just like, oh look, it's another rat.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I've done spider before, and they can walk on walls. I'm just trying to remember what their out of character. I'm trying to remember what their speed is. I can't remember if it's kind of the same as rats, and if they have dark vision. Because this is one of those things. Certain animals have dark vision, certain ones don't. We don't know how much light there's going to be. Rat is probably the most inconspicuous outside of spider. Let's have a look. So I'm just quickly double checking. Their speed is the same as a rat, and they have the same dark vision. So yeah, spiders would probably be a better option. Sam suggests into Sam's head.
All right then. Well, we're close. Let's go. You see Sam's form just shrink down into that of a rat.
Hold on.
Hello.
She has arrived.
And that's how you're sneaking down the corridor.
Sure. Why not take inspiration from real life dork
Toasty's so
animal?
cute.
Yeah. My new LARP safe stab safe spear is
Very nice.
yeah, so I suggest spider. I'm probably going to be going spider if Samuel wants to turn into a rat instead, and that's also fine.
Right.
We can work in
He
tandem.
turns himself into a spider and makes his way into the building.
Cool. We drink our potions beforehand, yes?
Mhm.
Yeah. So drink that. That's an hour. Got it. And do I want to cast something on myself before? No, I've got barely any spell slots. I've got
He
my
leads
first
you
level.
through a series of corridors through the castle itself, dodging and weaving amongst people and keeping to the walls as much as possible before crossing the room to a large set of doors, kind of hidden away in an alcove slightly off the main area. And in your mind you hear him say, just under here. Pretty sure this is the entrance.
Follows in a scurry.
Leads you down into a dark, stale-smelling area with another large set of doors inside. So if you're looking at the map, it is down the very bottom, Alice.
Okay, yeah, I see him.
Yeah, cool.
Sam and Sam. Yep, not awkward at all.
You're green.
I'm green, that's true.
Alright, where do you think we should go from here? I don't really know this place.
Forward.
But bloody obviously.
5,
Jesus.
10, 15.
See, the
20,
Xel'nari haven't taught you how to bloody
25,
use your brain on that regard.
40. I'm gonna slap the bitch out of you later. Cool, right. Where we go? Okay, let's have a think. This is
You
obviously
see
the
the
first.
spider do a rude gesture to you.
Do we do like their friends equivalent of?
Except it does 8 rude gestures to you at the same time.
Yeah. I'll have a little peer over this side, like if it's like just a door going underneath a little like underneath, just have a little look. Obviously, because it's the first place, we don't quite know what's going on around here. And see if I have a look and see if I can do an over here, if that makes sense. Like if people are talking about stuff.
You have a quick look underneath, and it looks to be a corridor of sorts with another room. There is a guard patrolling. Meanwhile, Thalai.
Keeping in mind, guys, you don't have a clue where Thalai is.
Oh no, we literally have no idea.
Yeah.
You see the Inquisitor toying around with a number of different objects on the table. For pausing for a moment, going. I'm not really a big fan of pain. I'd just prefer if you were a little bit more cooperative. And she'll turn back to you, and you can see her eyes glowing a slight purple. She goes, "Are you sure you don't want to speak with me? I'm sure we could be best friends." And as she's saying this, there is the layers of her voice, and I will get you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
At least it's not charisma. I wish I had a dominant. That's something later. I feel like a 12 might not do it. Oh,
12
sorry,
will
no,
not do it.
13. A 13.
A 13 still will not do it.
Yeah.
Alright. You feel yourself oddly compelled to speak with this person. This person's your friend. Why wouldn't you want to talk with them? They just want to have a chat after all. And she sees your face relax slightly, and she smiles. That's much better. So, tell me, what brings you to our humble little home?
It's really tricky. She's my friend. We're looking for someone.
Oh, just looking for someone. No other reason to be here?
Not initially.
You're not looking for them, are you? And she nods her head over towards the remains.
I had no idea they were here.
She actually looks slightly surprised. Oh, really? And have you found who you're looking for?
No.
And what do you intend to do once you find this person?
That depends.
Depends on what?
Depends on what they're close to do.
Pardon?
Depends on what Beck wants us to do.
And who is Kervek? Is this
Oh,
your
she's-
team leader?
Yeah, yes she is.
Hmm. And is she in the city right
Can
now?
I at that point try and resist out of this?
Yes, you may.
$15?
Not enough, no.
Yeah. I don't know.
Is she in the city now?
I
Of
don't
course,
know.
you can tell me. I do not wish harm upon them. I just want to talk with them as well.
I don't know where they are. And I want to try again because that's... Because something in, you know... They're my friend, but something's wrong. If they're my friend, why am I chained up?
So these sorts of things, I think you do get saving throws again, I think. Might be wrong.
It
Oh,
depends on what the.
Yeah,
is.
if it's suggestion or if it's charm person. But who knows?
yeah. Well, regardless, it's only a 12, so...
No. Yeah, so
Unfortunately...
it is charm person that you're under.
I can't break free of that unless I get really lucky, I think. I've only got a +2 to the save.
Are there any more of you in the town?
I'm unsure.
Allow me to rephrase that then. Did you arrive with any others?
Oh, yes. Yes, we did.
How many?
Five others.
At this, her face changes again from she was looking very gentle and calm and friendly. Her face suddenly changes far more stern, and she looks over to a soldier off to the side and calls out, "Go, arrange search parties. Find them. They are no doubt hiding in the nooks and crannies somewhere. Tear everything apart if you have to. We'll not let them ruin what we are accomplishing here."
Can I try again, Ash?
Yes, you can.
I can't help it. I'm charmed. Don't be mad at me, people.
It's like we've seen this before.
No, I failed that. I'm not even going to tell you what that number is. I'm not using that dice anymore.
There's a weird irony. If a creepy spider is sitting outside your door, you could re-roll ones.
I mean, I'd probably have to have some semblance of it, or I don't know how it really works. But I don't think
And
I am
we-
outside of the door anyway.
I was gonna say,
No.
we'll jump over to Sam and Sam again.
Yeah. Looking
Okay.
at it, I see a soldier
Mhm.
up, obviously overhead. Are they talking, or are they just what? They walking, talking, or what are they exactly doing?
They are just walking back and forth. They seem to be on a patrol.
Okay, I'll go in so I can have a look, see further around, like what's up and what's down. probably noticing that there is a door down there first. So
Another door to the south, and then the corridor turns around. It's at this point you see he was walking in that direction that he actually moves around off that
Okay.
corner.
I'll message over to Sam, being like, if you want, if we go in here, if you go up, I go down. We'll split and meet back here.
Alright, yeah, no worries. Looking at that. Keep an eye
Yeah.
out.
So he'll go there. I'll go there. And do the whole like, oh, what's under this one?
Right.
It's just it's easier to go for the closest or whatever seems like most important, and so far this is the first thing we've got to.
Alright, I'll get you to make me a stealth check as well, please.
Yeah. D20.
I'll give you advantage on it, because you are a spider.
Oh, even better. Oh, hello. What? Why am I looking in all the wrong places? So that plus stealth. I get to use my stealth, don't? No, physical is the spiders, isn't it? Oh, it's plus 6 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah,
which is
spiders
only. Oh, that's I'm looking at a rat. God damn it. Spider. D&D. What's
Yeah,
a
you did.
spider's stealth? Oh,
Plus
plus
4.
4, so it's still not so bad. It's 20.
Okay. And I roll 1%.
A bit lower than mine. Mine's I think plus 7.
As you move inside,
Nice.
you see 2 guards standing there, almost completely motionless. The room itself is lavishly decked out. There's a large 4-poster bed on one end, rugs and carpets along the floor. It almost looks like a royal estate room. It's done up very lavishly, tapestries on the walls. The bed itself is laden with silken sheets and a multitude of pillows, mostly in purples and reds. A large number of drawers and wardrobes scatter one wall, where a desk, a large ornate desk, is against the other, with a number of quills and parchments and some scroll cases and a few chests strewn about it.
Very nice.
The room itself, yeah, is very, very lavish. It seems out of place in a quite dank and dark dungeon.
Yeah. Does it kind of look like a bedroom of sorts? This is just where a lot of storage and documentation.
No, it definitely looks like a bedroom. It looks like it is someone's living chambers.
Well, that's not what I'm here looking for, so I'm gonna go down. I'm not gonna do the whole waiting and investigation where it's like, no, I need to get Thalai or whoever is down here.
Roll me a perception for this one.
For the one down, okay.
Yep.
9, and that one's mental, so I can use my perception. 16.
You don't see a way to get under this door or over it. It seems to be very tightly, very snugly fit into its slot. There's not even a keyhole on it.
Quick thoughts is it's probably linked to the room next door, so this is probably going to be some safe house or storage vaulty sort of situation.
Unlike the other doors as well, which have been a heavy wood, this is made of iron.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So that's with that perception. Do I hear anything behind?
No.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm gonna not bother with this area anymore. I'm not thinking this is where we need to be.
You hear a message from Sam. This corridor just goes on for a bit, leads on to 2 other rooms. Didn't look in them yet.
I found nothing over this way, except for some bedroom, real lavish. And wait, is this a sending spell or the messaging spell? Or is it just our thingy?
Your telekinetic power.
Cool, just making sure. There's a word limit. And some room that I can't get into, no locks or nothing, possibly vault situation. I don't think this
Mm.
is the area we need.
No, we'll be looking for cells of some kind.
Alright, let's move out. Regroup. Boom.
Alright. Which way from here?
Up.
Alright. As you make your way up, you see that off to the left is kind of a guard's checkpoint. There's some tables set aside, and the two guards that are sitting there are playing cards. They obviously seem to be the watch of sorts.
Yeah.
There's a few rolls of bread on the table, as well as some coin and some meat that they've been eating into. Otherwise, though, the room itself is quite plain and boring. You do see a dartboard up on the wall, so they obviously spend a bit of time here.
Yeah.
The corridor continues up to the north and also to the right. This door here on the right is a more heavy set with iron barred reinforcements to it.
That's looking promising. I'm also going by the logic of this is the first door I'm seeing. It's probably worth going and checking this. If it doesn't hold anything, then we go back. So logic for Sam dictates we go this way.
You squeeze your way underneath the door and find yourself almost immediately met with the smell of urine and feces, and just it's not pleasant at all. It's decaying humans who've been left to rot.
Yeah,
basically.
this dictates. Do you think this fits the bill of cells?
Oh yeah, looking along the walls as well, you can see that there are cell walls along them. And if you go up and down, you can see the cells along the south are empty.
Yeah. I will message to Sam. Yeah, I was gonna say check because like, you go up looking through the cells. I'll go down looking through the cells.
So they are iron gates, so you can see through them. You don't have to go into them.
Yeah, scary.
You hear almost immediately from Sam, "Huh, two of the bastards who came looking for me are here."
Wait. They were imprisoned here?
Looks like it. They look, I don't know, not all there.
Mine seem empty. I'm coming to you. Boop.
You see on either side there is a demo soldier. You recognize just by not necessarily a uniform as they've been stripped of that, but of their facial features and the skin tone. Distinctly demo ethnicity.
Okay. Time to go up. No time to see who's. As we're moving forward, I am going to do little glances in each cell to see who I see, in case it's like familiar face of who I'm expecting.
The next two cells are empty. The next two cells after that contain some elven citizens. The next two cells after that contain two gnomes.
Oh no.
Oh no. Okay.
Like how you popped into screen for that.
Yeah, it's just gnomes, but not who I'm expecting to see. So forward.
The door
These
at
are
this
not
end
the
as
gnomes
well.
you're looking for.
The door at this end as well matches the other in that it's heavily reinforced.
If we can pop through, we'll pop through.
You squeeze your way underneath and find yourself in a very large chamber, taller than the rest of the corridors that you've been through as well, nearly twice in height. From the ceiling hang a number of different cages and different looking torture devices, as well as a few different chandeliers with candles upon them, lighting up the room a bit. It is a bit brighter than the other rooms, but not by much. There are 4 large cages set aside in the room as well. The room clearly is designed as some kind of torture room or interrogation room.
Yeah.
But great detail has been put into making this quite personalized, you feel. The cage closest to you has blood along the floor, but no body within it.
I could have been checking for the blood on the floor. I wouldn't have known it was his. I just knew there would have been blood. I could have. Yeah, no, I forgot about to check for anything like a blood trail or something.
2 guards stand either side of you at the doors, and you see on the far side of the room there's another door with another 2 guards standing either side of it. In the center of the room, you see a woman standing over a board. You can't see who is on the board at the moment from this angle, as you're on the wrong side of it. But she seems to be talking to the person. She definitely seems to be in charge around here.
I'm going to do a scurry to about like there. Gets me a look around the other corner and see who's around, what's around.
You see one guard standing guard at another door. And in the far cage, you see Thog. He does not seem to be conscious. He seems to be chained up to the cage.
I just message into Sam's head, ding, ding, ding. Are you stuck up there? She's meowing at me, and I'm like, are you stuck?
She's just like, love me, love me.
Oh,
Yeah.
love me there.
But yeah, this is.
And as you look
one
over
of
to
the
the board,
people.
you can see that Thalai is chained to it. His entire front is just drenched in blood. He is not looking good. He himself looks to be in a fairly good condition.
But he
In
is
fact,
very.
he doesn't seem to be injured at all, but he is drenched in blood, and you can definitely see the marks of a fight upon him.
Okay, now I don't know what to do. There are lots of guards. 2 of my people are here. I'm not quite sure what
And
we
he
can
is
do.
very securely fastened. You can also not see his equipment anywhere. His
Yeah.
weapons have been taken.
I'm assuming it's the same with Thog. Is he wearing his braces?
No, his boots and his braces and his sword have been taken from him. So his gauntlets, not his braces.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting. No, don't pull. Don't pull.
Just gonna jump straight back up there, guarantee it. Alright.
This is me now. This is
Well, no, not quite, but you know, you are transferred.
This is pretty much how Sam's face is doing the whole like. There's many things I don't quite know what to do. Help.
Thalai. She moves over to the table for a second and pulls back a wet rag and starts just like softly dabbing at your face, removing the blood from you. She goes, see how much easier it is if you just answer the questions. It doesn't have to be pain. It doesn't have to be suffering. I
would
don't
like
want
to
to hurt
try.
you.
I would like to try and break the charm.
Mm-hmm.
Please. 19.
You do break free.
Oh, sorry, 18. 18.
Oh,
You
in
do
that
not
case, you
break
actually
free.
do not break free. I was gonna say, you only beat it.
Well saved.
Yeah.
Sorry. As much as I'd love to keep it, I don't want to cheat. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's
I thought I
valid.
had
It's
a-
valid.
I
Also,
that's
you've
possible.
already cheated death, so you don't want to cheat anything else.
Yeah, there's that too.
Oh, no. Shh, don't resist. I'm here to help you. I just want to better understand what's going on. You see, us Galashtans and your Xel'nari have had So many differences in the past, but I think we can put that behind us now. After all, there are peace talks. And at this, you can see like a kind of look of disgust, just for a moment, go past her face. I'm sure we can all be friends soon. You know, I don't really hold all of those much grudges. I know some of the rest of the council do, but not myself. No.
That's an invitation. Resist. I want to resist.
They're not so happy with the way I handle things, but you know, they can't really argue with results, can they? Are you resisting?
I'm trying. No.
How about
I have to roll a 17.
Which is doable.
It's doable, but very unlikely.
So how about we get a little bit more personal with our questions? You seem to be fairly low ranked, but I'm sure you've met with your Grandmaster in person, at least face to face. Tell me, what is he like?
Oh, Ash, I've just realised they would have taken the luck stone off.
Yes.
So I only have a +1, so that means I need to roll 18 on the dice or higher. I forgot about that. I will attempt to resist. Because I don't.
But at least if I'm nearby now, that's all I'm saying. If you get a 1.
Yeah, no, the problem is I need a 18 on the dice now.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's
During this, I
18.
will ask Sam, have you got any bright ideas?
I'm thinking.
I don't know. See him.
He's keeping to himself. Perhaps he's finally getting ready to retire from this world. Might be time for us to make our move. What do you know of that disturbance that happened out in the ocean?
I will attempt to resist. Every time a question's asked, not 20 for a total of 21.
Yeah. Okay. You break free of the charm.
Is she still in front of me again? Like,
She's still in front of you.
She thought I was. She's like, because she thought I was charmed. Like, she now face close to me, talking to me. Still.
Not like face close. She's kind of almost half laying on the board slightly, just dabbing at your face, wiping away the blood.
What you're saying is I can hock up a Hoogie and spin her face, because her face is within spinning distance.
Yes, potentially yes.
Or blood, either or. Basically, I will spit in her face. Disgusting. Whatever.
Okay. You spit in her face.
And her reaction is to cast Charm Person again.
So her reaction is to roll initiative.
No, not to cast Charm Person. He moves back and wipes her face.
And I'll just say, don't play with my mind. My mind is my own.
Oh no, your mind is mine. And I'll get you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Now those I'm good at.
Come on.
Only +8 instead of +9, but still. That's a 25.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 24. 24.
Ah.
Don't have
As her eyes flash purple again, and she says something in a language you do not understand, and you feel a tingling sensation all over your body for a moment, but you resist through it. You're not quite sure what exactly happened, but she did not make any physical movements or anything. She just simply spoke words.
Mm.
That's all you got, bitch.
You are quite resilient. Perhaps I shall resort to some more physical methods, and moves over towards the table to pick out a device.
It feels really bad that Sam's just literally sat here and be like, I don't know what to do. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies in this room.
Can I suggest a stupid plan, even though Mug's not there?
You can always suggest a stupid plan. I love stupid plans.
Because if Mug was there, he would suggest the plan that if it looks like the royal chambers might be hers, if there was happened to be like her bed was on fire, she would run out of the room with a bunch of the guards to deal with that shit happening, and you might be able to help Thalai.
Yeah, the problem is there's a lot of problems here with that. Only it's like the time to get there for it to make it a big enough mess for her to want to go, if it's even hers. And then it's setting it, getting back. There's a lot. It'd be to set it on fire. I'd need to turn out of, or Sam would have to turn out of animal form.
Spider can knock over a candle.
If there's a lit candle. It's
Can't you just summon for Mr. Nibbles?
yes.
While you're a spider?
I assume so. It's a bonus action to pop him out, but I don't know where Mr. Nibbles currently is technically.
Are there
Oh, he's probably melded
somatic-
into me.
No, he wouldn't. He would be his own person because he's a sentient. You can't meld sentient.
Yeah,
He's
so
not
I don't
equipment.
actually know where
Um,
Mr. Nibbles is unless we have a rat accompanying two spiders.
Technicality of the wildfire druid is that the spirit appears. You can, instead of changing.
So technically, it could be anywhere, and I just summon him in a way. It's a weird. It's
also
only because in this instance he's a sentient being because I wanted a little rat to be around me all the time as a friend, other than just it disappears when it's up, kind of situation.
Also, it depends on whether the bonus action has somatic or material parts or anything.
I don't think it does because it's just
Not a
I just
spell.
do it. It's like a mind thing. It's not a spell. It's an ability. So it doesn't have any of those parts to it. I suppose while this is going on, I am gonna go here and I want to see what's behind this door. I want to see if I can find something that'll make a ruckus in a way.
Right, you slide your way under the door and are met with the repugnant smell of decaying corpses. It seems to be where the prisoners that have not passed the examinations are put.
Right.
Once they're done with
corpses. Fire on corpses makes bad.
You see in one corner of the room there is a large crematorium where they will eventually burn the bodies, but have not bothered to do so, it seems, for some time.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Bunch of dead bodies. Probably prisoners who expired. This is what I'm saying to Sam mentally, of course. I don't think there's anything useful in there as a distraction.
Is there a chimney?
I think I know exactly what you're planning.
What, smoke signals?
No.
There does seem to be
An owl-sized chimney.
there is a chimney pipe that leads out the top of the crematorium that does look like it will lead to some level of the surface to allow.
Yeah, we just don't have any way of alerting you that it's here.
Your spiders, you'll fit.
We'll fit, yeah, when we can get out, but no, it's not. It's not correct. Sam feels like they need to do something kind of like here and now.
Do you know where the chimney is? That's a faster way in than going into the castle, then down the stairs, then throughout all the hallways.
Yeah. I get you. I get where you're going with that, but that I don't know. There's too many things. And brain is like no, not enough time. Not enough time.
As I will not go into details of torture because I think that is inappropriate on a stream and some people will find that squeamish. The Inquisitor does use a number of the devices to inflict pain upon you, Thalai.
Absolutely fair. I will resist as best I can, and basically I will do my best to knock the satisfaction of Scream.
Okay.
What's
Make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, what's my biggest spell?
24 again.
Okay, so you hold out quite well against her attempts. At this, she kind of smiles a bit, and she seems to be taking great delight, and she goes, "Oh, you will be fun to play with. Perhaps when I'm done here, I might take you back to my personal chambers to try a few other things."
Ash, I will ask one thing. I know you didn't want details, but with the torture methods they're using, they deface, damage / or destroy the tattooing body.
No, not at the moment, at least.
Okay.
At the moment, it's more harming your body, but not where your tattoos are.
No,
You're gonna need one hell of a manicure.
No, that's all right. Just something to keep in mind if that happens.
The temptation to whisper into her head, "Get your hands off of him, you bitch."
No, don't do it. That's okay.
Yeah, it is like, no, she doesn't know we're here, and I'd like to keep it that way as much as we can.
If anyone's going to cut the lie, it's going to be us.
I'll ask Sam if he can check over in the other door to see what he can see.
Yeah, no worries. I'll make my way
You could
around.
send a telepathic message to Thog if he's alive.
Our telepathy doesn't go that far.
You can.
How far does it go?
I think our telepathy is technically only 30 feet.
You can, however, talk to a lie.
True.
You haven't even told him you're there.
No, because it's working out everything else first, and then we can.
Looks like there's another way up into the main castle, or somewhere at least. This way.
Okay.
I've had a little bit of fun. Are you more willing to talk?
When I am free, or dead, be happy then.
See, this is the interesting conundrum I find myself in. If you were talking, if you gave me the answers I wanted, I would have no reason to hold you here anymore. You would be able to go free if you posed no threat to us. But you're not communicating, you're not cooperating. I just want to know what you know of, what is happening here. you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Damn it.
Yeah, this is another reason why I haven't thought to talk in his head yet, because if she's trying to do charming shit, he might tell her that I'm here.
This is 12.
Alright, this time you do not see... She doesn't say anything or try to charm you. But she is probing into your mind. She is detecting your thoughts. Now, of course, you were not aware of this. What are you thinking about when she questions you on what do you know of what's happening here?
That the place is creepy. That the elves are not acting like people would be. Corralled, kept in one place. It's not natural. It's just another form of slavery.
That there's no war in Ba Sing Se.
But yeah, basically that the elves here are pretty much kept in a very subtle slavery, I guess. That's just because they don't wear collars. I mean, they're...
Tell me, do you know of this place? Do you know why it exists?
No.
And she senses that you are telling the truth, or at least can see it in your mind that you do not know why this place exists.
Now, because I don't know she's reading my thoughts, I can't scan her. That's...
Pardon? Every time she attempts to probe deeper, you'll get to make a save.
Okay, so you'll tell me.
She can read your surface levels, but if she wants to really find out what you're thinking about, she will have to probe, and you'll get to make a save against it.
Okay, yep.
Shall I educate you a little bit? I'm sure you know of the great war that spawned your little faction. And seeing as you are a Goliath, I'm sure you understand what your people had to suffer through during those times. During those times, us Celestians offered sanctuary to a group of the elves. Through a pact, a bond that was forged with a powerful curse, we were sworn to protect them. Now, regardless of their council's closed-off ways wishing to stay away from the rest of the world to keep a peace of our own, we are bound by that curse still, and we must protect these people. But of course, we can't have them going out into this hostile world and harming themselves. And there was no contract for us to, leave them be just as they are. So we influence them, keep them here, keep them safe, keep them happy. And all is right in the world. Therefore, we keep up our part of the bargain. Now I know what you can say. I can see it in your face that you think of it as slavery, but it is not. It is a peaceful existence. We do not command them to do anything. They can live about their lives as they wish, but just safe within these walls. You could join them here. Put away the hostilities of the rest of the world. Forget about those Xel'nari. Doesn't that sound wonderful?
You can kill me, or you can let me go. But I will not be staying here. That I promise you.
No, that's fine. I'll be letting you go at some point, no doubt, unless you cause any more trouble. Can't have the rest of your friends sniffing about here, trying to ruin things. I'll of course have to make a few modifications to your memory. That's not a problem. Even the elves themselves can't resist my magics.
Yet I've resisted some of yours.
Oh, I admit you have a strong will, but I have plenty of time to break it down. Now, I'll give you a moment to think about it while I have a chat with your friend over there. But now, why don't you just have a nice little nap? And I'll get you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please, as she casts suggestion on you.
Natural 20 for a total of 21.
Okay. You stay awake. You do not feel the desire to sleep. Yes.
Like a
She looks at
stubborn
you.
toddler.
Yeah, she looks at you. Oh, so stubborn like a child. Oh, don't worry. We'll get that out of you eventually.
I will. I know it's futile, but I will try and let the chains.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 12.
Oh, very well,
Exhaustion's a
very well.
bitch.
Yeah. Very well, very well. Gentlemen, can you please remove him from here and take him to the cage? I wish to speak with his friend. And that's where we're in tonight's session.
So much going on.
You have a few answers yourself of what is happening here.
It's not slavery, my ass. Not
They're not
slavery.
aware of it. Is it truly slavery?
Yes.
Righty.
I mean, as far as
I
they're
thank you all
concerned,
for
they're
joining
living
us.
their best life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all happy.
All right. Let's find someone to raid.
Yeah. Y'all give me a name and we'll give them a raid.
Let's have a look.
Thank you for joining us. We will be back hopefully next week. Though there is a chance that we may not be back next week, as unfortunately some will not be able to attend. But we will keep you posted on that, depending on how things go.
Yeah, we'll keep you posted.
Other
We're just
than that-
trying to figure out logistics of things.
Thalai
is a slave to his hatred of slavery.
Yeah.
This is true, he is.
Clean.
Otherwise, we have our Tuesday night game, hopefully going ahead as normal, which is Stars Without Number, where
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Lockie has been given a few choices to make on how things progress. He has been named Commander-in-Chief of an alien monolithic vessel. And he doesn't know how to handle this situation.
Yeah. I don't know of anyone to raid into.
You shouldn't have taken such good care of those creatures.
I feel it's amusing because I feel like Catalina spent more time looking after the creatures than Lockie actually did once they were on the ship. But also, like, they would not have been there if it wasn't for Lockie.
Exactly. He went full Steve Owen and it was adorable.
He also tried to make sure he didn't kill anything, just moved it away or harmed it in a way that would deter it from killing someone else.
Full Steve Owen.
There is someone under the D&D tag whose stream episode is called "Help We Are Kidnapping Someone."
That sounds amazing.
Wow.
That has my vote.
and their icon is a kangaroo and a dude, so I'm like pretty keen for
Oh, it's the people doing Dramonia. Yeah,
Yeah.
by the looks of it, each of their players is streaming it, so I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 of them all streaming this from different channels.
Oh.
So that's
But that
episode
name is
70.
awesome.
Oh yeah, help you're kidnapping someone. Oh no, 5 of them are streaming it by the looks of it. Yeah.
Is that
So one of
our
them's got-
consensus?
I was gonna say we can pick one of them to raid.
Yeah, well, one of them's got
Mhm.
Which
three.
one's the dungeon master?
I don't know the answer to that one. Let me go into one of theirs.
Well, that's participation award, which we've rated before. It's their game, their campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's raid them then.
All right. I'm cool with this. All right,
Mhm.
I'll pop us over to the end screen, and we will catch you in our next stream. I almost said raid.
Indeed.
I am
Yeah.
very
Right,
tired.
let's
You'll
do
have
the
to forgive me.
thing.
Love
let's
you
do the
all. We'll
thing.
catch you next time, and thank you all for being here. Toodaloo, folks.
Bye.
Hey.